Welcome back, everybody. We're hanging out with Quinta Brunson, the creator of Abbott Elementary. In her fictional school, she creatively tackles issues educators in underserved communities see in real life. Our next guest knows just what that's like. She's got a pretty awesome approach to bringing out the best in her students, and her efforts are really paying off. Her school just got its first Blue Ribbon Award ever from the Department of Education. They're the only school in Philly with that honor this year, so we call that best in class.
Yes.
Let's welcome the principal of the Arts Academy at Benjamin Rush High, Dr. Latoya Bailey. Give it up. That doctor part, that's super cool. Yeah, it's super cool. Meet Quinta.
Yes.
Yes. Let's go way back from a minute ago. So we have some of the teachers from your school hanging out in the audience as well with us. Thank you so much for coming. And before we talk about this big award, tell us a little bit about your school.
So the Arts Academy at Benjamin Rush is a school nestled in the far northeast of Philadelphia. We service about 615 students who have to audition to come to our school. That's very special. And we have a population, a very diverse population of students, some who are economically disadvantaged. And through the arts, we infuse the academic portion.
Yeah.
And so our students are able to take advanced placement classes when they get to 11th and 12th grade, and honors classes as early as 9th grade.
That's awesome. So, Quinta, how do you think the arts obviously enhanced, you know, your learning whenever you were young? It kept me in school and engaged because I had to make a certain grade to be involved.
Absolutely. I think schools like this are important. I was just telling Latoya that this was actually a school that my niece considered going to because she is a dancer, and it would have been a fine place for her to go. I went to a school called CHAD that's no longer in existence in Philadelphia.
Know it well.
Yes, but it was a charter high school of architecture and design, and being able to...
That's cool.
It was very cool, and being able to go out and like draw Independence Hall and sit on the lawn and do that, to be able to learn about Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera so young and learn about their paths in the arts. It didn't make me become an artist necessarily, but I think it made me a very well-rounded person, and to get the book learnings, as they say, as well as the arts, I think makes for well-rounded individuals. And so schools like this one are so important.
Yes.
And what you're doing
Absolutely.
helping just... I'm from Philly, so it's hard for me to even look at it like, oh, underprivileged children. No, helping people like me to be able to become the person I am.
Yeah. I love that. That's why it's powerful, because it is where you're from. Well, we are so impressed with how you and your team are changing kids' lives, but we're hardly the only ones. In fact, we have a Philadelphia Phillies legend on the line with something to share. He's a World Series champ and two-time All-Star. Say hello to Shane Victorino.
Hello, Kelly.
Hi, Shane. So what did you want to say to
Kelly.
Latoya?
How are you guys? First of all, congratulations. It's amazing to watch the work that you guys are doing in this wonderful city of Philadelphia. You know, I can look back, as you guys talked about, teachers playing roles, and, you know, someone like myself in our lives, and, you know, the life lessons I learned in class, and, you know, true of my principal, you know, I took a lot of that into my career. So with that being said, you know, from the Phillies and all of us there, we'd like to treat you and your teachers to a special experience at beautiful Citizens Bank Park. We'd like to offer you guys 2 tickets to a game, you and all your teachers, and also an inside tour of the beautiful stadium there at Citizens Bank Park. So congratulations for all the work, continue to work, and keep up the good work in the beautiful city of Philadelphia.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh! That's right. Thank you so much. That's right. The Philadelphia Phillies are hooking up all the teachers and your counselor with a truly one-of-a-kind experience. I'm so stoked.